Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Hope you're all fit and well. Now today we're going to do a nice easy card, and I've just done this one in a navy and white, but I thought this time we would do the pink. Now I'm using the Flower Shop by Stampin' Up stamps, and I'm using Live with Passion, Laugh Out Loud, Love Deeply from the Beautiful You. Lovely stamps. And then we're going to punch out the flowers with the Stampin' Up Pansy Punch. Okay, so we need our base card at 8 7/8 by 6 1/8, and then we just fold it in half. You can score if you want, but I'm just winging it. There we go, burnish it nice. Right, and now we're going to emboss this one. Just get the big shot. Year-old my big shot, and it's still serving me well. I'm going to emboss it with a little flower embosser, and it's by Provo Craft, and it's for the Cuttlebug. So there's my card. Pop it in. Make sure it's as straight as it can be with the flowers. Okay. Line it up, and I'm wrong way around, but hey ho, I think I can do it. Just a minute, do it with my left hand. There we go. Excuse me. And there, it's lovely embossed. Pretty little embossing folder that. Excuse my squeaky chair. Right, so now we're going to mat this onto our base card. What's all your weather like where you are? It's hot and sticky here on the East Coast. I don't like it sticky. I like it warm, but I like it fresh as well. Hate stickiness. There we go, that's on the front. And then we're going to do our stamping. So where have I put my stamping mat? It's around here somewhere. Hey ho, found it. Right, okay. So we're going to use this Live with Passion, Laugh Out Loud and Love Deeply, and I'm going to use Memento ink in Rich Cocoa. Just make sure it's well covered. And have we got it right way up? I think so, but we'll soon find out. Don't stamp it too low down because you're going to put some ribbon. Yep. Live with Passion, Laugh Out Loud, Love Deeply. And now we're going to pop some ribbon on this, but just like that. Dry a little bit. Although it does dry quick, just Memento. But I'm just going to put a little bit of snail across the back to hold my ribbon. There we go. Turn it over, and I've done a bit too much here, ribbon, but never mind. Now, I could do a bow on this because it's thinner ribbon than I did with the blue one. Let's try. But you know what it's like when you're live, don't you? you'll not get your bow right. Hey ho, it's not bad. Not bad at all. I think we'll go with that and just trim it off. Get that a bit round like that. It's not going to lie flat, is it? But if it doesn't lie flat, you can always put a little bit of a glue dot underneath to make it lay flat. Well, I'm not going to mess about with it anyway. So we're going to stick this on here, on the base of our little sentiment mat. That's it. There we go. Don't get glue on Jean. There, so we'll pop that to one side just for a moment and we'll do our stamping. Right, we're using Versamark ink because we're going to do a little bit of embossing. Make sure it's really inked up. I've got a mark on there. And then just stamp it on, press it in well. Now we want 3 of these. I think that's done. It's so difficult you can't see it. I don't know if that's done it or not. Oh well, we'll try again. We'll do 4 just in case. So difficult when you can't see it. Just to know whether it's inked. We'll know when we emboss it, won't we? Eh? There we go. Right, so I'd close your ears or turn your sound down because it does get a bit loud. Well, hang on a minute, Jean. You haven't put your embossing. Nothing going to happen if you don't put your embossing on. Right, this is by Paper Mania and it's holographic embossing powder. I haven't used this one yet, so I don't really know what it's like. Is it stuck round it? Oh, I think there's some tape on that. Wait a minute. See if I can get under here and get that off. No, it's not going to come. So what we'll use instead is the Wow Sparkling Snow embossing powder. I don't know what's the matter with that one. Anyway, we'll run this all the way down. Put plenty on. Tap it off. Give it a flick. Oh, it has, it's done it nice. I'll pop that in later. Right, here we go with the heat gun. And I like to go from the back to begin with. I think you get a nicer finish. Just make your card curl a bit, but it doesn't really matter when it's flowers. You see it going? I think it's fantastic. I never get tired of this. Ooh, very fingers. I must admit, I am impressed with these Wow embossing powders. And they're just some beautiful colours. Turn it around and do it this way. Now for some reason that's not going and it's burning it. I'm going too near. So we'll just go over the top of it and just make sure everything's okay on that. and just be careful because it'll be hot when you come to punch out. Right, let's see if we've got it right for punching out. This is a bit tricky, is this punch for lining up, but hey ho, we'll have it to go, give it a go. Oh Jean, you're rhyming without even knowing it. Right, that's one. There's a certain way to line these up. I have marked the stamp. If you mark the stamp with the bottom, it does make it that bit, where the bottom is, where you're going to punch, it makes it that bit easier. There we go. It's very thick card, this. Right, now then, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to curl it with my poker tool or anything. I'm just going to, because it's thick, hard and embossed, I'm just going to shape it with my fingers. I hope you're seeing all this. Just tweak it, just that little bit, just to make the petals stand up a little bit, not too much, just to give it that little bit of dimension. And then it's we're going to put some pretty little embellishments on. Now, what colour shall we have? Shall we still go for the delicate, or shall we go for the really bright? No, I'm not keen of that really bright. No, let's have a look. What have we got? We've got some pink ones. They're pretty. Oh, we've got some big white ones. Oh, now they're nice. We could go really delicate. I think we'll go with them, with these white ones. Excuse my fingers, I've been doing some stamping this morning, and as usual the juicy Stampin' Up! Ink has gone all over me. The little white ones. And we're going to pop them on with some glue dots. Just in the middle of your embellishment, and just pop it on and press. I'm going to do this one. Pop it on your middle. Get that in the middle. It's determined not to. There we go. And then this one. And then we'll stick these on the flowers with another glue dot. When it wants to come off. That's, I'm going to put two on there. Stick one on there, and one on there, and just tuck it under a little bit. One on there, and do the same, just tuck it just that little bit underneath, just so that they're clustered. Right, that's that. And then I've cut some little brown leaves just to add a little bit of extra colour, and I'm just going to stick these. You don't want them too long, you do them how you want, but I quite like just to see it peeking out like that, and same at the bottom. Wrong way, Jean. There we go. just tuck it under like that. There we go, and then we'll stick our sentiment on. Just leaving a little tiny gap. Just that's it. Happy with that. And that's our card. And then to finish off, we're just going to stamp. Oh, it's come off. That's because I didn't leave it long enough. Never mind, we'll pop it back on. Press down, and plus it's embossed, so it takes a little bit to adhere. Hopefully that'll stick. It's not doing very well, is it? Put a little bit more under the end of there, just to make sure. Wipe it off. Right, so then we're going to stamp our sentiment, and I'm just going to stamp it with its Crafter's Companion Birthday Wishes, and again in brown memento. Make sure it's really stamped, inked up well, and just pop it on. I know you've got it in the right place. There we go, lovely. Put that back on before we have an accident. And now we're going to stick this into our card. I do like an extra piece of white carding. I think it just gives it that little bit something extra. There we go. And all we've left to do is for me to put my little logo on the back, which I pop on all my cards for my craft shows. And it's handmade by New Creations, and our email address. And that's our card. Hope you like it. And hope you have a go. And if you've enjoyed that video, will you please press the like button, and will you please subscribe? I'd be most grateful. Well, thank you very much for watching. Bye.